All right, everybody knows that Karen is always, let me just rephrase, let me realign here. Everybody knows that Karen is always baking stuff around the house for friends and families, things of that nature. So, Karen, come here a minute. I don't really mind because there's great things that I get out of this also. But Thursday was my birthday. And I thought I was going to get this big monstrous cake, even though I asked for cheesecake. And I didn't get a big monstrous cake. I got a small little cheesecake that, you know, I don't even think she made it. I think she bought it.
I bought it, but I'm making your cake this
But anyway, so we had a friend that wanted to get a birthday cake made for his son. And that's Karen. And here's what she's done. He is into motorcycles and motocross. So she's just actually went and bought a toy that he could play with later on as a cake topper. And you've done what?
It's a half sheet cake with 8-inch round cakes cut so that it makes a heel.
Like the ramp?
Yeah, like heels for them
Okay.
dirt bike to go over. And his name is Cash.
Well, I figured that. Why would you want, you know?
I know, but you know.
That's the only name on the birthday cake. I just ain't figured out the exclamation mark yet.
Because it's happy birthday, Cash. The feeling.
Cha-ching.
Excitement.
And how much cash did you get for doing this?
Just $60.
We're going on a hole every time you make these cakes, aren't we?
No.
Yeah. All right, so now what do I get out of this?
You get the icing, leftover icing.
Oh, yeah. Lard and sugar, baby. Lard and sugar.
5 pounds of powdered sugar, that's all that's left of the icing. I'm going to make you a birthday cake tomorrow, honey, when I get up, I promise. I've had no sleep.
Tomorrow.
I've had no
I get a
sleep.
birthday cake tomorrow. My birthday was Friday.
It was Thursday, actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes, it was Thursday. See, I'm getting old. I'm senile. That's how memorable my birthday was without a cake.
Stop it. You didn't get me a cake for my birthday.
I'm a man.
You're still supposed to.
I got you diamonds.
No, you give me cash.
I get better than diamonds, cash. I think you ought to eat.
Yeah?
It's shrimp and steak.
Yeah.
What I have? Of a damn Pop-Tart.
You did not. You had a gristly steak.
Not for my birthday.
I thought you
I had a Hot Pocket.
No,
and a
he's
Pop-Tart.
gonna have a T-bone.
I had a Hot Pocket. I heated up a ham and cheese Hot Pocket.
Stop it.
And I put a candle on a Pop-Tart.
Poor pitiful.
Alright guys. Later. Back to the Gardening Rebel channel, and today I'm actually going to be harvesting some seeds out of a very special thing that I grow in my garden, because this reminds me so much of my childhood growing up on our family farm. And this is what the southern states, or people in the south, typically would call a Plumb Granny. Now, there's other names for them also, but these guys have been around for years and years and years. I believe they originated in the Middle Eastern region somewhere. Don't quote me on that. I think that's where they came from. I read about it once upon a time. But in the Victorian ages, the ladies would carry these around in their pockets. Back then, they were called Queen Anne's pocket melons. The reason the ladies carry these in their pockets is because bathing was not top priority at that time, and these would combat the smells of everyday life without deodorant or cologne. Yeah, I don't think it would work, but they tried it anyhow. Now, the fragrance on these are very sweet smelling. It's almost like it's got a cantaloupe and a banana and kind of an apricot smell. It's a fragrance of its own. Once it's ripe and it gets to turning orange, now when they're green and start producing, they will not smell. When they reach the age of maturity, they have a little smell, but the older they are and they start to decompose like this is, where it gets soft right there, they're very fragrant. I mean, you can smell them everywhere. Now, the only thing I can figure out about Plumb Grannies in the South and how they got that name was because in my area, everybody's grandmother had one of these sitting on their windowsill in the summertime in each room with the window open. And my grandmother loved these. So, therefore, Plumb Grannies. Now, it's not a plum, it's actually a melon. It's not something you really want to eat. It's bland. Has really no taste. Kind of like a tasteless cantaloupe. To me, it's the consistency of a cantaloupe. If you pick it when it's ripe and you start to eat it, but it's, when people say, oh, it's got a wonderful flavor, it's kind of bland, honestly. Now, I have seen people make jelly out of these, and the jelly is beautiful to look at, but it's kind of like corncob jelly. You know, you can take corn cobs, boil them in water, pull that out, put it with some sugar and pectin, you got jelly. And it tastes like corn. Well, this doesn't taste like it smells, trust me. But they smell wonderful. Now, anyhow, let's get back to this. There's some sites on here that call these a tiger stripe melon, and they'll say that they're very rare seeds and they're hard to get. Yeah, that's false. You can pick these seeds up at any seed catalog. Look for Queen Anne's Pocket Lace or Google Plumb Granny. Now, once you buy one of these, you'll never have to buy another one. I'm telling you. Here's what we're going to do. I always save peanut butter lids or lids off a plastic jar. This is just a plastic lid. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my napkin right over top of it. Now this one got a little bit too ripe on me. I forgot about it. I'm simply going to make an incision, and as I'm making an incision, I'm just going to set it right there. Let's bring you down here to my level. There we go. Now, another napkin. I'm just going to catch the juice. The juice will run right through the napkin into the little plastic lid we got. Take some, just scrape your seeds off. One of these guys, they'll have 100 seeds in them, and I only put out like 2 or 3 hills a year, so about 9 seeds. If we've got our seeds like this, I just simply move them around a little bit. Oop. Busted it. So then I'll just get another paper towel right here. This will be the last time I transfer them over. Break them off. This takes a couple minutes. And I like doing this stuff like when I'm doing hot baths for canning or the end of the year, and you go down there and pick out just a few things out of the garden. You let them develop enough to where their seeds mature for harvesting. A lot of people harvest their seeds too early. as soon as they pick the fruit, they think, oh, they're ready to harvest. I'll let mine start decomposing just a little bit. There you go. Our seeds will be ready here in a couple days. We'll stick them in the freezer till next year. That's something we done earlier this week. So it works pretty good. Next time, y'all have a great weekend, have a great week, and hopefully we'll see you again down at the garden spot. Thanks for watching. Well, that's going to wrap it up this video. I'm going to sit here and sniff my Plumb Grannies and probably eat cake icing. Yep, cake icing.